What is going on YouTube? It's Downside Player 713 coming back with another video. I know I've been slacking on the videos, but I've been gone for the last week. I was in New York, so came back to a pretty cool package. Well, actually, no, I didn't come back to it. It took about another 4 days, but I figure I'll start this whole I'll start these videos again with this unboxing, 'cause I think it's pretty neat. This unboxing, this box is coming to us from StockX. Y'all should know what it is. If y'all don't, real quick, it's pretty much like a website / app you can buy shoes from. Pretty much sellers put their shoes up there on their website and put a price on it, and then buyers go up there and put their bids on it. And whenever a seller and a buyer come to terms with a price range, when the price range hits, a sell is made. So if a seller wants $500 for a shoe, and a buyer wants to pay $450, the seller can lower the price, or the buyer can raise his price or raise his bid. Pretty much whenever a buyer and a seller reach the same number, a sell is made. That's pretty much what it is. I know you already know what it is. Just wanted to share my take on it. But yeah, this one is coming from StockX, and honestly, I think I could have got these at not at the store. The store was I find in stores kind of harder to get shoes. People are still in the caveman years where they go in store and they camp out and stuff. Because these, believe it or not, these were a first come first serve in my city anyway, and people were lined up for these really early, and I just wasn't gonna spend the night for these anymore. Well, I don't spend nights for shoes anymore, I'm glad to say. But I did kind of pass by that morning. Like, I think the mall's open like at 9 or 10 for the holidays, and I passed around 7 just to check it out, debating whether to stay or not. And sure enough, I'm sorry, they did a good job with this tape anyway, but I passed by around 7, and there was a pretty long line. I went to 2 stores and both had a pretty decent sized line, and I just wasn't gonna wait, because I knew that the size I needed probably was the first size to go, because I've learned that in this size it's always the most limited quantities made. So I just didn't feel like putting up with it, and I just went on StockX. I looked what the prices were on StockX, and they were pretty much retail. I think for shipping for this pair, I think it was only $30 above retail, to be honest. So I just said screw it. If I just get a good night's rest, wake up, and just order them online, that's what I did. So here it is, man. You can see what it is. It is a Jordan 11, and the Harris, I don't think I'm pronouncing that right, but the Harris or Ernest, whatever, the woman's 11 from last year. I remember that red velvet. This is this year's version of it. Retail on this was a hefty $220, so it's a pretty big price point for a woman's shoe, because this is a woman's shoe. And for those that haven't seen the shoe or the box in person, there it is. There's your label. As you can see on top, it is a woman's 11.5, which fits like a man's 10. And I think these went all the way up to a woman's 12, meaning a man's 10.5. So if you were a man's 10.5, you could buy this shoe and fit it comfortably. And as far as me, for previous releases, the woman releases, I fit a 9.5. So I'm good with a 10. So I'm happy my foot fits those small sizes. But you do get a StockX sticker if you order from StockX. You do get this card, I guess, for promotional reasons. As you can see, snap a picture, post it. It's just for promotion reasons. You do get I guess your receipt. As you can tell, I paid $263 for this pair, which is a little bit above retail. Honestly, I think like about 2 weeks, or not even 2 weeks, like a week later, these restocked on Finish Line and on eBay, a size 10. They restocked. I remember they sold out day of release, because I tried to get them on online release date, but they sold out of my size. So I didn't wait. I just wanted them. $30 above retail wasn't a big deal to me, so I said screw it. It's not even retail. It's not even resale, to be honest, because you have to pay to ship them, and then the fees that they charge. So it's not really much resale for these. So I just went StockX. But Point being, I could have gone on my retail if I would have waited like another few days, but I wasn't waiting, and I spent an extra $30 I didn't have no business wasting. But it is what it is. And as you can see, it does come pretty extra stuff. Let me show you real quick the extra stuff on it. It does come packaged pretty neat in this black gift wrap paper. Not really gift wrap, but it is pretty cool. And there's extra white paper inside. And it is a shoe, man. It's a shoe. It does come, because I did get it from StockX, it does come with this authentication tag on it. So supposedly verified it's legit. But yeah, it's a pretty cool shoe in my opinion, man. A lot of people were wondering if this was glitter on all around where the usually where the patent leather goes. They were wondering if this was glitter, because in pictures it was showing a shine effect to it, like a bright reflective effect. And from what I read, I always like to read up on the shoes before I buy them, and I knew it wasn't glitter. It was like a stingray pattern they were going for. My dad wears a bunch of cowboy boots. Being Hispanic, he does have a couple cowboy boots, and he does have a stingray pair. And this is knockoff stingray. This is not real stingray. But I get the pattern they were trying to go with. This was supposed to represent a stingray feel. I guess supposed to represent like the fancier feel to the 11 premium line. I guess, like, you remember a couple years they made the premiums with the ones. They made the crocodile, the snakeskin. Then I think the 4 they made the anaconda and the pony hair. It's like, I guess that's the whole premium line they were going with. They used stingray for this one, which is pretty neat. I mean, I like the idea to it, but the material is garbage compared to real stingray. I've seen real stingray on boots, on real leather boots, and this is not nowhere near it as nice as it. But I mean, for a Jordan 11, I mean, you don't really expect too much out of it. Another nice detail they had was this golden Jumpman hit, which actually my favorite part of it is the Jordan gold Jumpman hit. It's a real nice reflective, like shiny feel to it. So I thought that was a real nice touch. And you got gold 23 on the back, and you got your Jumpman Jordan all going down your tongue, normal placement. And that's all there is really much to it. Just on the inside, you have just a little branding of the Jordan. It does say, what does it say? It does say Jordan. It says Jordan Harris. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it, but it does say Harris, or Harris, whatever they call it. I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm pretty sure. But it's pretty cool. And I just noticed it does have some plastic gold lace tips, which is pretty cool. Nice little details to it. But yeah, man, this shoe, in my opinion, what is it worth? $200, in my opinion. If you're gonna sell it to a woman, though, if you're a woman buying this shoe at a size 6 and you're paying $220, no, I wouldn't say buy this shoe. I would say hell no, don't buy this shoe for $220 if they're charging women $220, or not women, I'm sorry, anyone with smaller feet, because there might be women with big feet. So let me change that. If anyone that's buying a size 6 or 5 or just a small size and they're charging $220, and I'm not sure if they were or not, I wasn't really focusing on small sizes, but if the normal sizes, small sizes were selling for $220, I would say don't buy them. I don't justify that price point. Now for a man's shoe, a man's size 10, 9.5, 10.5, it's about the average price point for a shoe for us. So for me, it wasn't a big deal paying $220, because that's what I would pay for Jordans normally anyway. But it's weird because this is a woman's shoe, like I mentioned, and as y'all seen, like 3 women's shoes I picked up that were 9.5s, from like the black and pink 12s to the burgundy 12s to there was another pair I can't remember showing y'all, or the low 11 lows, the women's 11 lows. Those all retail for about $130, and so for this to go up $100, if they were charging women $220 for this shoe, I just don't see it justified, to be honest. It just doesn't seem fair. Pretty soon Jordan's gonna see they can't get away with stuff like that. I think their sizes of these still sitting, and there's no resale value to these at all compared to last year's burgundy pair. The burgundy pair was nice, and but I'm kind of surprised why that shoe is selling or resale compared to this one. This one's a nice shoe. as well too, but there's no resale to it. And as far as that burgundy pair from last year, the burgundy 11 hairnest 11 they released last year during Christmas for the women, there's a bunch of resale for that one. So I don't get why that one's doing well and this one ain't. They're both just as nice, but yeah, I wouldn't pay 220 if I was buying a size 6. Honestly, I'd wait, let them sit, and hope they went on sale. To be honest, that's what I would suggest y'all do. Anyone wearing a size 10 or 10 and a half, they probably won't go on sale. Those sizes will probably sell out because men are used to paying that price point. So it is what it is. Just my take on it. Just I thought it was funny that they raised the price on these. It just doesn't really seem fair. But they did go up an extra 2 sizes as well, so maybe that might have been a reason. Because usually the women's sizes only go to a size 9.5, men's 9.5, and these went up to a men's 10.5. So there's a whole 2 size. There's a whole size. Technically 9, 10, and 10.5. But yeah, this is my take on it, man. I wouldn't pay 220 if I was a size 5, but because I'm a size 10, 10.5, it's just a normal shoe for me. But yeah, that's my take on it, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Let me know if y'all picked these up. Let me know if y'all picked anything up. Yeah, that's it, man. Thank you for watching. Until next time.